There is a power in donating your life to God that you cannot get from ordinary churchianity and Christianity. Brother, if you don't donate your life, you won't get the result. There is a seal that God will put on a donated life. There is a seal that God will put on a consecrated life. There is a seal that God will put on a sold out life. We are in a generation where Christianity, we are very smug and comfortable in our little churches. In fact, it's even a problem for us in our church when usher tells you, sir, can you move to this place? We quarrel with ushers. But there was a generation who handed over the baton to us. That generation that handed over the baton to us, they are watching us in the cloud of witnesses. There's a pattern they laid. We have left that pattern. They laid down their lives. We are struggling for our lives. We are grabbing what we can grab. There was a man called C.T. Stott. He was born to a very wealthy, privileged home. This was around just at the turn of the century, 1900, 1901, 1902. His father was a multi-millionaire. His father was a lord. And because of that, he schooled at the two most prestigious schools in England, Eton and Cambridge. Eton is for the high-ranking and for the elites. 1 year school fee in Eton is about £50,000 one semester. That's about 100 million naira for one semester. And he went to Eton and went to Cambridge. I'm telling you the background of C.T. Stott. He was also an international superstar. He was in England. Apart from football, they have other sports like rugby. They have cricket, where you use this stump and you hit the ball. He was an international cricket player. He played for England. He was a superstar. He was a household name in every house in United Kingdom. And there, while he was in Cambridge, a man called Hudson Taylor, who was a missionary to China, came and visited Cambridge University students and preached out his heart on missions. And C.T. Stott and 6 others answered that call, that the day they graduate from Cambridge University, they will all donate their lives as missionaries. They are called the Cambridge 7. They made a 3-fold vow. Number 1 of the vow is that they will use all of the wealth that God gives to them for the kingdom and for the gospel and for missions. The second of the vow was they will shun all fame. Remember, your father is a multi-millionaire and you're making a vow. And the father died as he graduated from Cambridge. He was handed over millions. And that millions, he used it to send to all the missionary organizations, orphanages, and out of all the millions of pounds, not naira, he was left with 0, not even 1 penny in his account. He gave all. Then he gave himself. He said, we will shun all fame. He was an international cricketer. He resigned from playing international sports. third vow was they will go to where the gospel has not entered. That was how, as those 7 men all graduated from university, at the age of 25 years, he went to China to join Hudson Taylor. That was where he learned the Chinese language, learned to dress like a Chinese and eat like a Chinese, eat their food. They have a way they eat with chopsticks. They have a special way. They have their own cultures and traditions. He learned all of that. And after being in China for some years, he now went to India for 6 years, where he pastored a church in India and had 3 converts every single week for 6 years. And then from India, he returned back to England. When he returned back to England, he said, let me pick up a pastorate church. Let me start pastoral church in my motherland, my fatherland. And as he was, one day, he saw on a bulletin board in a church, cannibals in Africa are in need of missionaries. Cannibals in Africa are in need of missionaries. And his heart smote him. How can I be in London pastoring when there are cannibals in Africa who have never heard the light of the gospel? That was where he renewed his vows to God. And he began to prepare to come to Africa. His doctor told him, no sir, you don't have good health. He applied to a mission board. They turned him down. He now opened his own mission board called the Heart of Africa Missions and entered into the Congo in the year 1913. And he was there until the year 1931, where first of all his wife died in the Congo, and then he also died in the Congo, fulfilling his life obligation. He established 4 mission stations, multiple churches. Thousands of pastors have been raised in the Congo because of his labor. Sir, I have not even started to serve God. I am yet to start to do this work of God. There are men who have done work of God. There are men who went before us, who have labored, who will have a glorious entry into God's kingdom, who will have thousands of souls and rewards that nobody can be able to explain.